We're back, man. BSideShow.net, getting it in live. I hope you guys are taking notes. Like I said, whoever's in the chat room.
Right here, for real.
Go ahead and Lyrik. You had a good point right off the bat, man. These dudes with fake beefs that aren't even know, and they use that kind of as a gimmick, maybe to further themselves. But if their skills ain't there, like, why are you gonna create a fake beef, and why are you gonna go there and cyber bangers? I'm sorry, but you need to bang your head through a wall, dog. I'm sorry.
You know what? It's the most. You know, with the advent of technology, it allows the guy that hides behind the screen to voice his opinion he normally wouldn't do to your face, or even in an intelligent conversation.
And they're on their mom's couch doing it.
I can take someone that can tell me when hey, you know what? This is what I don't like about you. And if you sit intelligently and discuss this with me, I will listen to what you have to say. But if you just do it behind the screen like you are whack with no fucking base behind it. At some point, I ain't hard to find. My schedule is always posted, and I always see these dudes in the street. I'm looking at you like, now who's fucking whack?
They ain't got nothing to say.
That's what I always say too. Is like, we're posting where we're at every week. Like, we're hosting shows. Like,
use a Twitter.
Like, if you don't like me, dog, I do shows almost every other week, either hosting or you know what I'm saying, being part of it. If you really don't like, why don't you just go tell me there? Like, it's crazy, dog.
I mean, it all comes with the new just period. Whether you're underground, whether you're you know, your style is different. You're Southern, you're East Coast, you're that hardcore backpack cipher or underground, whatever the case is. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Just do you for the realist. Because I hear dudes that talk about, oh, I got this, you know what? I got the flyest whip, I got the baddest chick, I got money in my pockets. But I seen you at the show hitting your man up to get you a beer because you don't even have enough to pay for valet when you get out of here.
Yeah.
You are bullshitting. And
you don't even have your ID because you lost it and you can't afford to replace it.
Just rap about what's really real to you, but make it a good flow.
And you're balling out of control with dirty shoes and you live at your mom's pad. Like,
leave the entourage at home. Let me appreciate. Work on your show and your mic skills. That's it. That's what it breaks down to.
Artists with dirty shoes.
Let me not say anything.
I cannot stand. I've been saying that for so long.
I used to have dirty shoes. It wasn't for my, because I thought like, yo, man, who cares about how I look? I got lyrics. Like, I'm real on what I say, but yeah, your image is important.
Man, you better rap. So you better rap to a shoe company and have a motherfucker sponsor your ass.
Yo, Reebok, I need some help.
On that note, just to let you know, I am now sponsored by Payless. Payless,
hey,
the best place to get your shoes for cheap. Oh yeah.
Hey, as long as y'all had your shirt match, nigga, them clean shoes, it don't matter what kind they are.
I'm sponsored by the house shoes, man, that I wear around the pad.
Shout out to DJ House Shoes.
That's what it is, man. Hey, but you guys hit on it though. You know, people just hiding behind the screen and stuff like that, and that's what we were talking about earlier too. Is like, the real networking is get out there and actually go somewhere and do something and be somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to talk shit from behind the screen.
Easy,
but you yourself are not out there trying to throw a show, organize it, deal with the club, put your credit card on the line.
They never will. They be bored. They be bored online. They don't even have gas money to get to go to your function. So they mad at you. Yo, this nigga consistently doing shows every twice, 3 times a month. Yeah. He over here. Yeah. He at the BT Awards. He's over here. This nigga's at the West Fest. How they doing this shit? Don't be mad, nigga. Stop being lazy with your shit. Don't get mad at the next man. You know what I mean? Go keep buying your views and lying to your audience. Because, nigga, we don't even have a million views. We don't even have a million views, but we at every concert, nigga, on the West Coast, nigga.
The truth of the matter is, and I'm probably going to get bad email for this one. I don't give a shit. But there's a lot of dudes in the hardcore underground movement that we know the underground movement, like the different kind of underground, the art backpack ciphers. Yeah. That movement alone is supposed to be about hip-hop, peace, and unity. That's the culture of that. That is the root of that foundation, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yet, the hardcore underground rappers are some of the biggest fucking haters that exist on the planet Earth, because they will talk shit about every other genre that's not their own, as if that's whack, that's fake, that's over-publicized.
And that's why the Rock the Bells lineup looks like it is, because those cats don't come out and support, but they're the first ones to complain.
But that's what I wanted to say. But there is no other genre where they're talking shit about them, because they don't care. They're like, I'm just doing me.
It's all love. Like, I ain't tripping.
Hey, real quick, I want to shout out some of the chatters right here, but I wanted to talk about something Nitti has said before too. The Cypher Effect. Shouts out to George, man. What up, Musical
JDS?
Junkies?
That's my boy.
Tic Tac Montana. What up? What up?
Tic Tac in the building. What up, Tic Tac? What up, Remy?
Slip Capone 118. Slip Capone's in the building. Poop 420. Hey, Poop 420. I'm not sure. Hey, what up?
What's up with that diarrhea?
Sizer Loke. Bond Girl. What up, Raquel? We see you, man. Grady
If you
Style
ever need to get bailed out.
IBS Cortez. Andrew Dresta and E-Dub. Thank you guys for tuning in the chat
Charlie
room
J.
and chatting it up. But something that Nitty's brought up, and we kind of touched on it a little bit, but how you gonna have like 100,000 YouTube views and like 3 comments?
Comments.
Something's wrong there, dog.
It's very
Something's
obvious.
wrong there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Google robot.com, robot views. Niggas, y'all niggas need to stop lying. We done caught on to y'all. We been caught on to y'all. You can fool these other people. You can fool this fake fan base.
Yeah.
You can fool these other
Imaginary
squares. These squares that's trying to jump in the rap game. That's what it is. It's too many squares. And they don't really pay rent, or they don't do shit like that. They get their money. They buy views. They even got comments now where you can buy and they'll comment you. You'll put like a certain thing, like, yeah, I do this and do that, and they'll go, hey, Nitti, yeah, man, your stuff was hard. I was banging it going to school. Yeah. Or, hey, Silly Rabbit, yeah, man, I was banging your stuff to the homies. Those is all made up comments. That's how the game is getting right now.
But you know what? It's been like that for a while, and the labels were the ones that started using it, because what they do is, like, you know,
that goes back to MySpace.
You do your development with your artists and all of that, and you have to make that trajectory pop, and you have to make it look bigger than life. And so what has happened with the advent of technology and things becoming cheaper is those bots have become cheaper. And so you can outsource the people in China and India that do this. And that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like,
outsource to India for my hip hop.
Yo, I used to work at a record store. I was assistant store manager for a place called Warehouse Music in Pasadena, and I did the Burbank. And I know, and I'm not gonna say any labels' names, but cats was coming through buying 10 copies of albums. One artist got caught up, and it was in the LA Times way back in the day. I'm not gonna say who it is, but
say it. He ain't tuned in.
Shit, I know Master P used to do it.
Hey, this
I'm
is
gonna
the
tell you how he did it. Let me tell you.
His wife used to come to the warehouse in Pasadena.
This is
how he 10 copies.
This is how he got
a house in Dina.
Priority. This is how he got that deal with Priority.
So Shocker.
He had a swap meet. Yeah. And all the CDs in there, he put his barcode over their barcode, so everything in there was selling.
Smart.
So when he went to the label, he went to Priority. He was like, look,
my
sound scan, and they gave him all that money, and that's what funded No Limit and started a whole new generation of marketing.
You know what? They
so
should
big shouts out to Percy Miller.
Not to get off topic, but they should have had better album covers than he did. Those things were bougie.
But when he came in, he had 20 or 30 of them. So it was like, what the hell?
But when he came out, his ads, everything changed the whole way album covers went.
Yeah.
Everybody had that kind of
embossed,
it was a trend
shiny
with
Photoshop.
the
that was a Photoshop.
with like all the Rottweilers around you.
Yeah.
With gold chains and shit.
And shit.
Even when Snoop was signed, dude, didn't he have all the Rottweilers and shit on there and everything like that?
On diamonds.
Yeah.
Big diamonds.
Yeah, when he went to No Limit and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and on that note,
he got him out of death row though. Shout out to Percy Miller. But like, that it's been always payola though. It's always been. But like with technology, it's been easier for whack dudes that have no place in it to make it sound or make it seem like they're making real moves. And that's the problem we're dealing with now.
But what do you think they say about your first song you recorded?
Man.
The very first song you ever recorded, was that whack to somebody else?
Nobody heard it. I couldn't do that.
But if you could do it today and you released your first song you recorded,
I'm not doing it.
Would it be whack?
Compared to everything out now?
Hey, that's their first song. Of course they're whack.
Probably not. I mean,
you're like, nah, I was actually dope from the get.
No.
The minute I touched the mic, it was dope.
But like, yo, you can't be like straight garbage, paying your way in to get on the show, to get views, to get Facebook likes.
But see, that's the difference. They have the ability now to even get that whack song out there.
You talking about new deep shit? That's testimony.
Because it sounds like all the other whack shit out there.
Because, hey, to me, it's my first song. To me, I wouldn't have recorded this unless I felt this shit was actually kind of cool. Please, tell me what you think. You're whack, you're whack, you're whack. Oh, well, I didn't think I was going to get that reaction.
We need more gatekeepers.
I have the
in
ability to
hip-hop
release it on multiple platforms, more so than when we started out and shit like that, because there wasn't even MySpace when that shit started. You had a cassette, and you had to roll it with your pencil to make sure you got that right on deck again to record your song. You handed out cassettes. Them shit was expensive at that time.
It's easy
now
to
I can push 2 buttons now and get over 100,000 hits if I'm decent enough. So why not try? Why not just be that guy? Because you won't get
no not go to college
through a
and
bunch
let me be a rapper
assholes.
And ditch my college my what's it called, scholarship to be a rapper And that's exactly what you're talking about.
Hey man.
Well, that's just a stupid thing
that
to do.
was just that was just.
You want to be a rapper?
shit.
Fucking go to college and take musical engineering or some
and rap
music
on the
law.
side.
Right.
That way you know your shit.
You know what? Not that doesn't even just involve just music itself, though. But I'm sorry, if you were to look at your pro athletes, ladies and gentlemen, they go to college.
Yeah.
And when they go to NBA, they still have that college degree that backs them up. When they're done and retired,
Except
except for Kobe,
Yeah,
of
he got a
course.
retirement package and
Yeah.
investments.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He'll be okay.
That's a whole different forum right there, bro.
He's a once in a lifetime.
But my point being is that a lot of these big whether it's NBA, NFL, whatever, pro athletes, they have that education behind them, and then they utilize that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean because I'm gonna be a rapper, I'm gonna just go ahead and fuck my education, go with that shit. No, dumbass. You gotta go ahead and play both worlds. There's people that go ahead and they work, and the money they make, they invest in themselves.
In
It's
yourself.
just called educate yourself and learn the ways of the
common
business.
sense,
I book
dude.
shows, so I post bulletins. Hey, I'm looking for openers. Do you know how many people, instead of intelligently coming at me like, hello, my name is such and such. I represent this group. This is my music. These are my links. This is a professional conversation because I want to get on a show and do business with you. I get
homie,
what it is, Dizog,
what's good?
all typed up, like it literally like 3 Z's. What it is, Dizog. You know, we about that something life, something.
We all about that BLE.
We finna rock anything you
Homie.
got. So let me be's a part of this. And I'm just looking at this like I won't even respond to your fucking email. I will not even get
Let's not start about cover art. Let's not talk about artists that don't understand publishing.
That is the worst way.
Royalties.
If you're trying to court someone in the music business and you think that represents you, that is the absolute worst way to send a business acknowledgement. My first appearance or first when you meet someone for the first time or whatever. That's everything, and I will never change my mind on how ignorant you came at me because you want to write something.
You will
First
take it that
impression.
way, but someone else will be like, "You got $1,000? All right, cool. I'll let you open up for KRS One."
But then those are the ones that get got because they're ignorant enough to send an email like that.
True.
Hey, check this out, man. We're gonna play a video, and then we want to actually do final thoughts, and also we want to let them know what you guys are each working on too, man. Before the end of the show, I really want.
Guys.
Hey, but I'm glad though. Like I said, this was a great panel to have for our first hip hop forum here on the B-side, dog. Like I said, we talk intelligently about what's really going down, and hopefully these people took notes, man. But hey, Whitey, let's play this last video and let's get into the final thoughts right after that, man. B-side show.
B-side.